We didn't arrange that.
Matt? Where's Matt?
Yeah, we have to get down with.
Can we go over there?
Yeah, okay, guys. Take a couple of quick shots. We're going to go over there with our air monitor right now. Okay, let's load up.
Southwest Detroit 48217, River Rouge zip code 48218, and we generally tend to identify ourselves as zip code number tanks, storage tanks. Over and here you have the gas fumes, and if you, what we know for sure is that the test scores of the children who were at the original Boynton school, their test scores were extremely low. And so those of us who are environmentalists, we recognize that the gas fumes, the environment, has an impact upon the health of the children. So by saying the zip code, you know what business, what industry is impacting your community because you've memorized the industries. About 7 or 8 o'clock at night, I go in the house because the stench is so great. Now we are about 5 miles from that wastewater treatment plant. The stench is so great, it comes down into our communities because it's downwind. And so
my name is Teresa Landrum. I've lived here in Southwest Detroit 48217 all of my life. My parents bought their home in the late 40s and raised all 7 of their children on Liddesdale Street. My mom and dad both passed away from lung cancer. I nursed them until they passed away. My sister had cancer in her 20s. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2007. I thought that I was living a healthy lifestyle. I didn't smoke, don't drink, never used drugs. I was a moderate exerciser, and I always tried to keep my brain going. And when the doctors told me that I had cancer, I just literally went into shock. For my mother to have cancer, my mother had 4 different kinds of cancers. She had throat cancer, she had parotid gland cancer, she had lung cancer of the left lung. She had then the cancer that eventually took her life due to a blood clot breaking loose and going to her lung and killing her was cancer of the left lung. My mother lived almost 30 years with various cancers. All I knew in my house was illness since the age of 9 years old. During the time that I was caring for my mother and father, I started to notice that many of my neighbors were ill. They were ill with different kinds of cancers. And I thought that was very, very strange. So I started to take note. I was like, what, the industry around. I said, I wonder if it could be industry, the pollution that is causing these different kinds of cancers. Because I always believe you are what you eat, breathe, and drink. So if there's pollution in the air, we're breathing it, it's going into our bodies. I appeal to our city council. Our city council, to me, is not educated enough on pollution emissions, but they continue to grant these industries permission to expand and open and operate in a community that's supposed to be residential. Our own Michigan Department of Natural Resources and Environment, I feel they have done the community a disservice. They do not properly monitor industry. Then one question that I had when we had a hearing was, where are the monitors in the residential area? There are no boundaries to say pollution stops here. Yes, this was a Jeffrey School, and this is owned by the Detroit Public School System. And years ago, they just closed the school, just took the kids and moved them to another school. We didn't know why. Then 5 years later, we've been asking why. We found out it was due to heavy lead and arsenic contamination. And then, as Dr. Leonard had said, that there's direct correlation between learning disabilities and children and pollution. This used to be a small station, but since Marathon is bringing in that crude oil or that tar sand, they had to have a way to accommodate industry. They built a new pumping station, and what they did, they disenfranchised the community. They just took, see that fence? They took that fence right up to the people's houses. People woke up one day, houses being rocked off the foundation. What accountability do they have to the community? As far as I'm concerned, they can buy us out and turn this into a completely M5, M4 zoning area, mean heavy industry. Buy this community out. Many people want to stay, let them stay. But for those that want to go, like me, raise your hand if you want to go, I want to go. Buy me out. And then I want them to do a health impact study. I want them to work with industry to lower emissions. I want them to work with industry for them to go green, find cleaner ways to produce energy.